Hey everyone, welcome to Stable Condition.
Hello! What's going on?
I first want to say this episode's dedicated to our buddy Ross. He's going through some very hard family times right now, and this is dedicated for him.
We love you, Ross.
Yeah, man, we're always here for you, buddy.
Oh, trust me, he knows that after we traveled basically 2.5 hours to his new location.
Traveled.
Yeah.
Dude, you guys took me near Linden. You know how scared I was?
Oh, stop complaining.
He's scared of how high the trees were.
No,
The trees.
Really? Like, this isn't... I know...
Is this the happening?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, God, it's happening.
That's not funny. But, like, just real quick, I went to Linden, Texas a few years ago with my dad. I've never been so isolated in my life. I'd be receiving cell phone texts like 8 hours after they were sent. It's one of those small towns where everyone knows everyone, and it's cut off from the rest of society. So when we were driving down the road, the main thing about it is the trees are really, really high, hence the terrible cell phone reception. So whenever we were driving down the road, I'd get scared and like, oh no, guys, the trees are getting taller.
Stop being whatever. I can't say anything to that.
It's just funny, that's all. This is funny.
What a twist.
What a twist. All right, so, yes, dedicated to Ross. We love you, man.
We love you, man.
I love him more.
Basically, this episode is going to be a review of, what's the name of the episode again?
Riffin' the Brush Off.
Yes. Oh, yeah, we still have to follow up with our promise of talking about Marike's other famous role.
Yeah.
Just this earlier, we were making a lot of Black Lagoon jokes, so don't worry, that's easy.
And then these two are mostly going to be talking about the My Little Pony card game.
Yeah,
because I used to play back when it first came out, but then I spent so much money on it that I was like, I don't need to spend that kind of money anymore. And plus, it's during the time I was jobless, so couldn't afford for that.
Right. I've been playing since it started way back in, when was it? 2013?
I think it was like
2012, wasn't it?
It would be 2013 because they had to delay the pre-release.
Yeah, that's
okay,
right.
Okay.
He's been playing since the game came out. I've been collecting the cards since the game came out, but I personally started like playing and making decks and like, yeah, I want to get good at this since Absolute Discord came out, the fourth expansion.
Yes,
the fourth set. So it's kind of like you've got JWhoof here who started and then trailed off. You've got Trixie here who's been playing since the beginning, and me who is like a middle ground.
That'll work.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get to Griffin the Brush Off.
Yeah. So did you write down any special notes this time?
No,
Nope.
we just made a bunch of Black Lagoon jokes. But no, I mean, like, we were watching it, and so Cindy Morrow wrote this episode, because I've gotten into this habit of, like, as soon as it starts, who wrote this again? Oh, it's Cindy Morrow, and stuff like that.
It's the first time we see, like, Pinkie Pie actually see what she can do with her shenanigans.
Yeah, this is the first, like, ha ha ha, you never know what she's going to do next episode. And, it works out very well, like,
teleporting in the first few minutes.
Yeah, chasing after Rainbow Dash. Yeah, it's pretty good. The hijinks themselves, like the pranks they pull, are very, very cute. They're just harmless stuff that anybody would do to anybody else. Like, okay, scaring someone into the hiccups.
Painting apples, I don't know if that's something you'd do for other people.
True, I don't know many friends who have a giant orchard of apples, but if they did...
Would they be edible after the paint?
No. The paint would probably ruin them.
She lost a lot of money then.
I didn't think about that. Wow.
Good prank, guys.
Well, hey, at least they had to also spend money on those little cute hats they were wearing. So, everybody loses. But no, it's funny. The apples look like Easter eggs, like just scattered all across Sweet Apple Lake. Oh my God, I cannot believe I didn't think of that.
Look at all this money I can't make anymore.
Oh my God. Like you guys are gonna have to forgive me. That's kind of rocking my world right now.
You gotta realize that the episode shot a hole in that little theory Trixie had because they washed off.
Still,
they'll taste bad.
Exactly. No one's gonna want to buy those.
I don't know. It's still funny though. Yeah, and one of the things that I really like about this is, this is still very, very much in the beginning of the show. It's only the 5th episode in. Well, technically, in a way, the 4th episode in. But I like this idea I like the relationship between Pinkie Pie and Rainbow Dash, how it's implied, like, prior to this, even with Twilight Sparkle coming in, there's elements of harmony, they didn't really know each other a whole lot. They didn't really hang out. So it's like, hey, I didn't know, you're not as obnoxious as I thought you were. You want to go do something sometime? It's kind of like the start of their friendship. It's not implied this was like a long-term relationship prior to the show, and I like that.
It's like a metaphor for bronies.
In what way?
Twilight Sparkle is the show.
Okay.
And people have obviously grown up around each other, and then after they've come up, or after they've seen the show, they realize that maybe some other people aren't nearly as annoying and obnoxious as they were before.
Never really thought of it that way, but I really, really like that. Yeah, I'll buy it.
And bronies get along with other bronies, like, almost instantly.
It is pretty funny, because it's one of those things where even if it's someone you have never met in your life, you're just, going to a restaurant. Like, I'm, not everyone's going to think this way, but I am the same way, where, like, I am this way, where if I'm, like, at a restaurant or something, and I see a dude walk in, and he's got a vinyl scratch shirt on or something like that, my immediate thought is, I'm going to go talk to him. It's not like at the absolute least, I'm going to go over, compliment him on his shirt, and give him a brotherhood. If that's all I get out of it, you know what? Mission accomplished.
What's a brotherhood?
Free stalkery.
No, just going to, maybe in this day and age, but
some guys, the guy's just like, I just like the cute pony. I don't watch the show.
No, he's like, he comes up and is like, oh, this is from something?
But this is also when we get to see one of the other inhabitants of Equestria, a griffin.
Yes, our first new species. My sea serpents and alicorns.
And dragons.
And dragons.
And
cow. Cows.
Yeah, we have cows. We have cows. Dogs.
Rabbits.
This didn't go as well as we thought it would.
We're not desperately searching for things to fire back with.
Ducks.
Grass.
Grass. Yes, grass.
Most majestic of them all.
Clouds.
Yes, clouds.
You need
Clouds.
Oxygen.
Rainbow Dash brutally murders the clouds.
Mm-hmm. Oxygen. You need that.
Oh my God, he's right.
Well, clouds aren't ponies, so you can murder them as you want.
Fair enough.
Griffins aren't ponies.
You can murder them too.
Time for good old some chicken wings.
Oh my God, we need to get like Marika to sign like a bucket of KFC wings, and title it "Gilda Lost a Race."
Damn, dark.
At least
it's true.
It's tasty more than anything else. On that subject, I haven't had KFC in almost 2.5 years.
But yeah, Black Lagoon fact number 1, Marika voiced Revy Two Hands, one of the main characters of Black Lagoon.
And she has a huge sailor mouth in that anime.
I'd say one Black Lagoon line placed in this episode would have shot this show's rating up by like 4. PG to PG, damn.
And then Black Lagoon fact number 2, Tabitha St. Germain, the voice of Rarity, voiced Roberta the maid, and the two fought in a very awesome battle.
Yeah, it was.
I haven't seen Black Lagoon in at least 7 years. I really need to get back on that.
Well, Trixie has the DVDs because I forced him to buy them.
I got you guys to educate me, so thank you for that. I'm going to get on that.
Do you have a Blu-ray player?
No, wait.
Man, you're screwed.
Really?
I have him on Blu-ray.
I have the DVDs, so it's on.
Woo! Woo! We got our bases covered either way. Yes.
But that's a fun fact is actually Black Lagoon was all Canadian based as well as My Little Pony. So a lot of the same voice actors that you hear in My Little Pony are in Black Lagoon.
Yeah, there's way more than just the two we named off.
They're just two of the main characters / villains and that stuff.
Yeah, isn't Yeah, Kathy Westlock is also in it.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy Westlock.
Okay, so
Sam Vincent.
yeah,
Vincent.
so that's 4 right there. There's Kathy, Sam, Marika, Tabitha.
Brian Drummond.
Okay, 5.
Whatever his name is.
We're getting very off topic, but 5.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
There's a lot of people on there.
Okay. Going back to the episode, I just want to go ahead and point this out real quick. Seeing as how, this is the show's beginnings and everything, and going back through this again for, what is this, the 5th time or something, we're noticing a lot of big hiccups in, the backgrounds and stuff like that, which they're so much fun to point out. And one particular one that just blew us away. We rewound it, 3 times trying to get this. But, in the scene where
Fluttershy's flying off crying from after Gilda's confrontation.
Yeah, Gilda comes in, makes Fluttershy cry, and she flies off. Right before Fluttershy takes off, look in the background to the left where there are 3 ponies watching, which I think it's kind of funny that everyone stops what they're doing to watch this confrontation in the middle of the street. But it's like this pony right next to Minuet who's in the back. She makes the most amazing face I have seen all season. It's awesome. I can't describe it.
It's
just go look it up for yourself. It is fantastic.
It's yeah.
It's definitely a thing.
Most definitely.
But so there's that. The other thing we were talking about with Gilda, it took us a bit to do the math because we totally graduated high school. We promise. But how long it took for Gilda's first appearance. Made some bad stuff. Everyone got her hating in the fandom to getting her redeemed later on in season 5. Let's see. That episode was episode 99. This is 5. It took 94 episodes for Gilda to finally get redeemed, which I think is the longest gap in between character appearances on this show.
Yeah?
94 episodes. That's a pretty big number.
No, Stephen Magnus was.
As soon as I let that silence go, I knew I was like, wait, no, Stephen! Damn it! I'm gonna have some more lemon water because I'm mad.
It's not very good, honestly.
You're so white.
Thank you.
It's not very good.
Yeah, I wasn't prepared for it to be that sour. But yeah, damn it. Okay, so second place is Gilda. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, so going back to just, our thoughts about the episode itself, I really like this one because
it's a very fun episode.
It's very fun, especially the beginning, the first 6 minutes of it,
where the shenanigans take place,
chasing Rainbow Dash, then all the fun shenanigans and everything. Here's a good question: have either of you ever done one of those pranks or been the victim of one of those pranks?
No.
None of them?
None of them.
What about you?
I'm trying to think.
So, no, hold on. Which ones, let's see, what were they? They got Twilight with the disappearing ink.
They got Rarity with the sneezing powder.
On that note, I've never actually seen disappearing ink.
It's there.
I believe I've never
it's
seen
there.
it. So, sneezing powder, disappearing ink.
Gave Spike hiccups.
Spike hiccups, yes. Okay, that's the one
Did you say hiccups?
I actually have the hiccups right now. So, so yeah, there's that. The ink on the telescope to, make the ring on her eye.
They were going to squirt Fluttershy with the water, which...
No, don't! She's super sensitive!
Good for her.
You said something much darker when we were watching it.
I'm not going to repeat it. But yes, I did.
Oh boy.
Shut up. Anyways.
He said it, not me.
Okay, whatever. Don't bait it. Anyways.
I'm going to comment what you said on it.
No, please don't.
Do it. You have my full permission.
Okay.
No, off mic. Anyways,
They will find out, Clayton. They will.
Whatever. So anyways, the pranks were fun. They were very, very cute. Gilda's introduction, I can totally, just every single line she gives, I can totally picture Marike in the, in front of the mic, just with shades on, yeah, sup. Every single line is just delivered in that way. It's oh, I'm super cool.
I have a feeling that the only way to break her out of that character is to show her a picture of a kitten.
Yeah. I love Marika so much.
Or tell her that the Blue Jays lost.
No, that's how you get her into that mood.
That's how you get into Revy. You don't want that.
I am so happy at the last possible second at Nightmare Nights, I finally got to say, hey, Marika, go Rangers. She's super cool about it, though.
Too bad, the Rangers lost to them.
I know. I was still a good sport about it. So yeah, Marika herself
She's awesome.
I love her to death. Yeah. She and I have had a couple back and forths on Twitter, mainly about baseball, but she's really cool.
We talked about our cats for like 3 hours.
And now hold on, whenever you got her up again at Nightmare Nights, didn't she
She remembered and recognized me from the other cons I've seen her at.
Yeah. No, I'm sorry, that's not what I was gonna say. You asked her how her cat was, like you called it by name. Gur, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Her cat's name is Gur.
What's your cat's name again?
Kitty.
I'm never gonna remember that. That's too complicated.
My cat's name's a little dude.
Now Kitty's gonna go after you. Hope you know that. You keep forgetting.
I've got Killer to worry about.
And by the way, listeners, dude is spelled D-O-O-D.
Yay!
Nice.
If you know what game that's from, then good on you.
I am afraid I don't.
Well, of course you wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Ow.
I don't know either.
Quick, let's gang up on something that I don't understand. Now, okay, so there's the pranks. I'm trying to,
The different ways Pinky kept getting up into the sky was pretty cool, too.
Yeah, those
the little helicopter is adorable.
The helicopter, just the basic trampoline.
Balloons.
Okay, so there's 3 right there. I don't know if there are any others.
No.
But yeah.
Oh,
what?
Another funny part was when Pinky slammed her face into the ground.
Okay, I actually have to say something about that. Once again, going through these old episodes, because prior to when we started Stable Condition, it had been a while since I had seen season 1 episodes. The ones I mainly rewatch are like season 3 and up. But whenever I'm going back and watching these, it's these little teeny tiny things I forget about that are just absolutely hysterical to me. And that is a perfect example. Like before going into this episode, I had completely forgotten about this part where Pinkie Pie comes up. It's whenever they first, when Gilda's first introduced, and Pinkie Pie's wearing that those silly sunglasses with all that, crazy stuff on them. And, they fall to the ground, and they stay there. They introduce Gilda. She comes back, and like, sup, I'm a new character, get interested in me, blah, blah, blah. And Pinkie Pie's like, wow, that's super cool. I guess I'll catch up with you guys later. And she just face plants immediately into the ground. And she does that to put the glasses back on. And I thought that was hysterical.
And the little squeak it makes whenever
she
does
it just makes this little squeak. And it's like those little things that catch you off guard are just hilarious. So I can't wait for another episode later on that's going to do that same thing. Just that little thing that you completely forgot about. Let's see. Okay, so have we ever been victims of... It's just the heater, don't worry. Okay. Victims of pranks.
Nope.
Well, I'm thinking. Bigger question, have either of you ever been in that situation of, with the moral that this episode presents?
What's the moral?
That's not my point. My point is just like having, just that friend that, you're good friends with them, but they think, oh, you shouldn't be hanging out with these other people because, they're lame or whatever. Like, just kind of...
No. Never had that.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just saying I've never dealt with that.
You've been such a buzzkill with it.
No.
God.
No, that's not canon.
Yeah, canon. There's canon, and then there's canon. God, what a buzzkill.
Just saying, I've never had that happen. I've led a very boring life.
Ouch, that's not true. Have I ever been in that situation?
No.
You probably have.
What makes you say that?
Just knowing you.
Well, there's a lot of questions I could ask about that. Ow.
I'm just saying, you look like you've been pranked quite a bit.
All right, then.
Damn.
Actually, I haven't.
Yeah, right.
No, I just don't get pranked very often.
You remember when I said we were friends? That was kind of a prank, bro.
Ouch.
Trixie, do you want to let him in on the prank as well?
I think it's about time.
You know, for a split second, I actually believed you. For a split second, it was like, you're kidding.
His face, you should have seen it.
Like, he's in range. I could just
Do it, though. Do it.
I'll slap ya.
Now we need you.
What are you looking at, Jefferson?
South Park.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay. So, if not that, I'm trying to think of a situation where, like, a friend of mine had somebody that was like that. Like, I swear, it's just, I feel like it has had that. It's been like that before.
Well, you had a good friend, and one of their friends was a douche.
Pretty much, yeah. Or it's just like, you know, and they've even taking it a step further, they'll pull that card, like, if you're truly my friend, you won't hang out with these people. Because, like, it's one of those things, you know it's happened. You know it's happened to somebody else. And if it's happened to one of our viewers, I deeply sympathize. It's just, I'm trying to think of if it's ever happened to one of us. I hate this, because whenever I'm trying to think back that far, my mind always just goes blank.
I think it has happened to me. Can't really remember the details, but I just know it was in high school.
Of course it was.
Yeah. It was in Vines, unfortunately.
Of course it was. For those who don't know, Vines High School is the junior high we went to, and it was... Let's just say we nicknamed it not Vines High School, it's Vines Penitentiary. Inmate 219-664.
It's pretty bad.
That was my student ID number. Anyways, you were saying?
I'm just trying to remember the details of it, but
okay.
I just know that there was one friend who didn't like another friend, told me to like not hang out with him, and yeah, like there were just some points where the other friend just was kind of a dick, and I was like, huh, I guess he has a point here. And I haven't talked to him in like since
Vines.
No, since like senior high.
Oh,
Say that.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, you wised up to that.
Yeah.
Do you still see the person that he didn't like?
Oh, that was David. You know David.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What? David's cool.
No, he was telling me not to hang out with the other guy.
Oh. David. Shame. Oh, man.
But the other guy was a douchebag, so it's fine.
Listeners, I have no clue what they're talking about either. I'm just here for the ride.
I don't know, man. I just work here. Okay, so it was kind of like, it wasn't like that person's lame, I think they're a dork, you shouldn't hang out with them. It's, I don't think you should hang out with them because they're rude.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be a little different then? Because it's kind of like them
kind of the same.
It's kind of like them looking out for you in a way. It's like, this person has a destructive nature of some sort, you shouldn't go with them.
That's the closest I can think of. Okay, get off my back.
Okay. Actually, now that I think about it, I think there was someone that was kind of like that on my end. A kid named Daniel. He was just one of those kids that always got in trouble. And, you know, he told, you know, several of my friends, you know, told me that, like, several of my friends he just did not care for. And it's like, why do you hang out with these people? They're such losers and everything. It's like, well, because they're my friends. You know, I see something in them that you don't. And
I have to feel better about myself somehow.
Oh, my God. Ouch. Oh, man.
Whoa. Looking back on it, that might have been the possibility.
See, he's not denying it.
Whoa!
Good job, Jimmy. So high five.
Wow. Okay, I think that's like twice in this episode I've had like that eye-opening, whoa. All right, then. So, yeah, there you go. Overall, I really like this episode. It's a very strong moral. A lot of people can, like, while the three of us seem to struggle with trying to figure something out, there are others that can relate to it. It's not something that's like, once in a blue moon. Well, again, it's the season 1 curse you mentioned about how a lot of these are just, to the point.
Yeah, and this was the first time we really got to truly know Pinkie Pie.
Yeah.
So it was good on that, and it was pretty funny, especially how in the end, for the party, you find out it wasn't Pinkie pranking her. That was all Rainbow Dash.
Which, going through this for the first time, I totally did not call that. Nice job. Like, I really thought it was Pinkie doing those pranks.
She's out to get revenge. But she wasn't.
Nope. And that's like, and that's also a good character. That's also a good boost to Rainbow Dash's character. Is like, I just set
character?
Ah ha ha ha. Oh. They just set those out there for fun, and it's like, all right, fine, you're gonna be that way. Yeah, here's the big reveal. You just made yourself look like a total ass.
Oh. But you're joshing me.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Come on, Dash, you're joshing me. That means there's a pony out there just named Josh.
So, Josh,
just super generic, boring. Like he's got a brown coat with a mane that's a slightly darker shade of brown. This is Josh.
So,
what would his cutie mark be?
His name.
His special talent is realizing who he is. Dude, that's awesome. I love it. His cutie mark is his name. Wow. All right, moving on. That's awesome. Okay, so...
All in all, we all agree, great episode.
Yeah, no, very, very good. Nice job, Cindy. All right, so moving on to the card game. Yay! So, Jay Thor, since you're going to be doing not as much talking during this, do you have anything you'd like to just start us off with?
What did you think of the first sets?
Yeah,
well, you were there.
Well, I remember reading about the card game months before it actually came out, and I was like, how are they actually going to play this? Because card game I played before that was Yu-Gi-Oh! And then a little bit of Magic the Gathering. Right. Not a whole lot.
I played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Myself, too, so I was excited for it.
Yeah, I was really excited for it, too. And so I went to the pre-release and learned how to play the game there. Learned it was basically Magic the Gathering Light.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing at all, because Magic is the longest-running trading card game in the world.
Dates to the 70s, right? 70s or 80s, I believe.
I think early 90s, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think, don't quote me on that, I've never really done a lot of research into Magic the Gathering, but there's a reason why it is the oldest and longest-running trading card game in the world.
Well, when we go to Madness on Fridays, it's like trying to get into an incredibly popular restaurant. Just good luck getting a seat. Like, it is constantly filled with Magic players that are always on rotation, always playing. It's like, how can we find anywhere to sit? Even the ones that aren't competing in the official tournament are still leaking out into the open tables, playing their own games of Magic Gathering. It's like, this game's really popular.
Yeah, it'll always be the most popular for a reason.
Oh, of course.
I just remember it was the first Nightmare Nights where they had a demo of the card game.
Yes.
That's where I first played it.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was there. And I wanted to play it too, but I literally showed up 5 minutes after they were done demoing, and I was like, darn it.
I think I was the same way as, like, I think by that point I was actually still, aside from, by that point I was pretty skeptical about it. It was like, I don't know how something like that's going to work out. Like, it's just, it struck me as a kind of game that's like, it'll have its moments. It might be kind of fun, but won't really, like, hit anything. It's, it's just good to see, Pony having a game of some sort that we can play with that. Like,
wasn't this your first card game? Or, like...
not since I was into Yu-Gi-Oh! For a very, very, very brief time back in, like, 4th grade.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not entirely sure if that counts. Because I bought the Yugi, Kaiba, Joey, and Pegasus starter decks, and that was about it.
Yeah, one little fun Yu-Gi-Oh! Fact. I was actually the first person in my high school, or not my high school, my middle school, to get a starter deck for that game.
Cool. I actually remember.
On the subject of that, did you want to tell him that the Joey Stardeck story you had, Jay Thor?
Oh, yeah, I might as well.
Ooh, what's this?
This is Dallas' story.
Oh, go on.
My former co-host, Dallas, he was known as the Lone Star, if you ever listen to Riot Rough Bronies. Me, him, and Brunson, also a former co-host, we used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! All the time. Like, we would come home directly from high school, and we'd play Yu-Gi-Oh! And we'd play it nonstop. So, this was after high school, and when Dallas finally had some money, and he went to the Target up in Denton, I believe. It was either that or in Louisville, Texas. But he sees there's a Joey deck. And Brunson had been wanting to make a Joey deck for a long time.
Any particular reason he wanted to make Joey?
He just wanted to make a deck of each of the characters.
Okay.
And so Dallas like, I'm going to get this for him since he buys me so much food. He buys me a bunch of packs and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get him something nice. So he buys it. And he brings it to Brunson and says, "Here you go, dude. Thanks for everything you do for me." Brunson takes one look at it and goes, "It's in Spanish."
Oh my God, wow.
And I just so happened to be coming back from the bathroom at the time. And I just basically lean my head and go, "Oh, El Joey, oh."
Oh my God, the image in my mind is beautiful. El Joey.
Oh my God!
But can you just go, Trixie? Can you later on? Can you get just a random still of Joey and just half-ass poorly Photoshop a sombrero and a black mustache on him, just
El Joey,
make it just look so crappy and just awful? Can you do that?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh my God, El Joey.
I mean, I could do it.
That's funny though. But yeah, that first 9 minutes was the time
Did you play the demo at 9 minutes?
No, I was too busy doing something else. I don't remember what, but I was doing something else. I was, doing stuff upstairs.
Right.
I was probably playing for people, but so yeah, at the beginning, I didn't really know a whole lot of what to think about the game itself. And like I said, this is my first card game in almost a decade, if not longer than a decade. I mean, you and Avery kept ripping on me for doing stuff like putting the playing set of one card in one sleeve. It's I thought they were spares.
No.
I thought they were spares in case you lost one of them. Yes.
He got a starter deck, and starter decks, they usually come with multiple cards of the same card. You use that. However, this guy over here put all 3 of the same card in one sleeve and proceeded to play the game like that.
Correction. Tried to play the game like that. Correction. And it's I didn't
what the?
Well, it's just I didn't really take it seriously at the time. It's just I'm here for cards. There's the ponies I like on cards. Yay! I'm gonna do something with this. I wasn't super.
Oh my God!
You remember the Crystal Games third set? How I was still at that stage where I was just collecting cards. I didn't really play the game. I put my name down. I put my name down on the tournament and everything to play against people. And I'll never forget. Remember when I'm just sitting there playing, setting up my cards and everything, and this guy comes up and says, "Hey, is your name Dewey?" And I was yeah, that's what I put down. And he goes, "Oh, I'm supposed to play against you next in the tournament. Congratulations, you win." Because I just didn't want to play him. I was I don't know how to play this game yet. I just want to get the cards. Congratulations, you're the winner. But
if it makes you feel any better, that is not nearly as much of a fail as Dallas in a Yu-Gi-Oh game against me.
It's not really a fail. It's just I didn't care to play at that point.
No, I'm talking about the whole card sleeve thing.
That's a fail.
That's a huge fail.
Speaking of the Crystal Games premiere, this Crystal Games pre-release, you and I have a story about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the thing about this is Trixie here, since he's been playing the game since it came out, and he's also got a ton of prior experience with card games, he's pretty much been the one I credit him for, teaching me how to get into the game, how to play it, strategies and everything. He's kind of like my mentor and stuff like that.
Your sensei?
Yeah.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
So yeah, he's kind of okay, fine. You're my sensei. Congratulations.
Yeah.
You're my sensei. And
excuse me, to him it's El Senseo.
El Senseo, that's right. We're gonna.
I'll allow it.
Wow, the serious look on his face when he said that. So yeah, he's pretty much my sensei. And while
El Senseo.
yes, so while he's been, it's interesting how while he tends to make better decks and he's really good at it, I tend to have better luck when it comes to pulling cards out of this. So in case you guys haven't gotten it by now, Trixie here really, really, really likes Trixie.
Really?
Yeah, shocker, right?
I didn't know that.
So he came over to my house prior to that before we headed out to Bedford to go to it, and I believe we were watching the release of a new episode by that time, weren't we?
Like before we headed out?
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is like season 4.
I forget which episode, but...
yeah, anyways, we had watched an episode, and then we headed out to Bedford, which is kind of like a tradition for us. So we go out, and on our way, we're talking about how, making jokes about how by this point, I had pretty mediocre decks anyways. And so, I didn't really play, I just kind of put cards together and called it a deck. And like I said, I didn't even play against the guy.
Yeah.
But we go up, and we're talking about how, while I, don't have an understanding of the game, I seem to draw really, really, really good cards out of booster packs. And this was the first pack, the first set that had a really, really good Trixie card, an ultra rare.
A damn good Trixie card.
A one that we both still use.
I have 5 copies.
I know you do. And as you'll soon because I need them. As you'll soon see, he has one of those because of me.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, what is it? It's 2 AT cost?
Yes.
2 action token. What's the color requirement?
3 color requirement.
3 color requirement, 2 AT for 2 power.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds, pretty simple and straightforward. However, the effect is really, really good. What is the effect of this Trixie?
When you play this card, reveal any number of events you have in your hand. She gets +2 power for each event shown until the end of the turn.
So basically, he plays the card. He'll pull out, he'll show me 5 events? By the way, half his deck is events. Shows the card, and she gets 10 power like that. And I was like, oh. That's pretty good. So on our way up, so the point is, as we're driving up there, and as we're building our own hype for this, he really, really wants and needs this card. It's a very good card, and we were making jokes of, so help me God if you're the one who pulls it. And I'm like,
I got a story after this.
Okay,
I was so hell bent on that. I was like, Clayton, listen.
Actually, you call me, but anytime you do that, and by my real name, it's like, Clayton, listen, super dead serious, is because I think you sensed it prior to this, he's gonna draw it. He's gonna draw it.
I had a feeling that.
I was just like, I might, whatever, right?
Clayton, listen, I really need this card. If you so happen to draw it, I will give you a Rainbow Dash plushie for it.
It's like, you mean it?
Yes.
It's so funny, because wasn't it the second pack I got?
We continue to play, and then, as I was playing the tournament, Clayton's over there just chatting, and I was like, Clayton, open your damn packs already.
That's right. I was not, because I wasn't playing, I wasn't in a hurry to get them out, so the packs just kind of sit there while I was chatting with somebody. And as soon, once you finished up, tournament was over, you come up and it's like, all right, well, because I'm the last kid to open his Christmas presents, so let's see what you got. So, I'm going like, okay. Lo and behold, I pull out Charlie's golden ticket, and it's the Trixie. And
did Gene Wilder show up?
I wish.
Oh.
Well, it's an ultra rare, so it's got to be Wonka's golden ticket.
No, that's World Rares now.
Yeah, that's Wonka's golden ticket now, but those didn't exist at the time.
Right.
And I immediately look up, Trixie! I got Trixie! And I'm so sorry, dude. His face just dropped. He was so heartbroken.
That's the thing. I bought extra packs trying to get it.
That's right, you did. I can't take that away from you. Yes, you did buy extra packs.
That's right, Yugi.
And so I pulled it just out of the decks that you just get when you sign up for the tournament, and I couldn't believe it. And the card itself looks really cool. It's lovely. It's a lovely foil of just purple blends and swirls. It's really cool. And so immediately he's like, okay, well, listen, man. Listen,
I was dead serious.
I know you were.
I said earlier.
Well, the plushie's right over there, so yeah, you are. He gave me afterwards. I was a good friend, and I gave him the card. After the tournament, we came back, and he went into his house and he got me the plushie. I love it. I still love it, by the way. Great plushie.
Okay, J-Thor story now. I've actually got two.
Shoot.
And this shows my horrible luck.
Oh, this is a good one.
No, you don't know about the first one I'm going to talk about, because I used to be in the Pokemon trading card game.
Oh, I know the second.
I was just like Clayton. I was basically a Pokemon collector. I would collect all the cards.
Hey, cards are cool.
And one of my first friends, Daniel Meek, and his little brother Darby, he was having a birthday party up at a park in Denton. Mm-hmm. And we went to actually the first GameStop that was ever created on Main Street, Louisville. And I was like, oh, I want to get that pack for him. Okay.
That pack.
The first edition pack.
Oh,
Trixie, you can see where I'm going with.
Oh, crap.
So I'm like, here you go, Darby. He's a little younger than me. And I'm like, happy birthday. He opens it. First edition Charizard.
Son of a... Whoa. Even I know what you're talking about.
And I was just like, are you kidding me?
Happy.
Really?
Indeed.
And so this curse has followed me to this day. Whenever I pick out a pack for a friend, they always get the card I'm wanting.
Oh, I know where this is. I now know where this is going.
Oh, God.
So it's when me, Tyler, my other friend, and Dallas were all playing the card game. And the only place that was selling it was, I can't remember the name of, it's More Fun and Games. It's a comic shop in Denton Square. Oh, pardon me. On Denton Square. And they're the only ones selling the My Little Pony card game at all. So, this was before Chronicle was ever established, and it used to be Black 7 Comics. So, they had nothing, essentially. So, Tyler's like, okay, I'm going to buy a couple packs. I want you to pick one out for me.
Uh-oh.
Because he knew about my curse, I was like, it probably won't happen this time.
Probably.
I mean, whatever, right?
I mean, what are the odds? It's an ultra rare.
It's pretty low.
I mean, I can count on one hand how many people actually own one of those.
Because I got snubbed this promo card at the first release of the My Little Pony card game. I got snubbed this promo version.
Which card?
The Nightmare Moon promo.
Oh, no.
Literally, the guy was about to hand me one. Then he turns to the guy right next to me and gives it to him. It's the last one. So we get back to Tyler's apartment. And so we start opening our packs that we bought. Tyler decides to open the one I chose out for him first. It has a Nightmare Moon in it.
Please tell me it was like the first foil he pulled.
Yeah.
That's the hardest card to get in the first set.
It really is. I have a couple of ultra rares from the first set. I have two big Macintoshes. I have a ship shape. Philomene.
Wow, one of those big Macintoshes from Dallas.
Oh, I know. I still have it. But yeah.
But so after that and several death threats to Tyler, he still has that Nightmare Moon.
Oh my God.
Is he willing to trade?
No. That card means too much to him now.
Damn.
And besides, if he traded to you, I'd have to kill you. Because that's my Nightmare Moon. He just doesn't know it.
Be really good, my villain.
So we started using my curse as a gift. Because I'd go in there thinking, okay, I'm choosing this pack for him to buy for himself. And that's how I got the two Octavia cards I gave to Trixie over there. And that's how I got those two great cards. So I can use this curse to my advantage. But those 2 times were absolutely horrible. The first edition Charizard was the worst, though. I'll tell you that much.
That card's really expensive.
that stung more.
What are you talking about now? It always has been.
Even more now than ever.
Well, for someone, okay, fill me on that. How much, like, if we were to go pull up eBay or Amazon right now, oh, he's grabbing for his phone. Thank you.
At least $100.
Okay, no. Let's play Price is Right with this, because I have absolutely no idea. You say $100. I'm going to say 120.
Trixie, look up a first edition.
I'm looking that up. Charizard first edition.
Now, hold on. You got to put in your answer, too.
Well, he can't. He's looking at it.
No, like, what do you think it's going to be?
Oh, me? Let's see. If I remember correctly, the last one sold for around 158, so I'm going that.
150? Jesus. Okay, you say 158. I'm going to say 120. What about you?
200.
200. Oh, wow. Did you find something? Oh, God, he's grinning.
He's a cheater.
Wait, hold on. 120. Did you find it? Oh,
go on, Trixie.
Hey, guys, we're way off.
Okay, second guesses. Now, how much? Oh, God, I'm scared.
The first one that comes up, Pokemon First Edition, Shadowless Charizard Base Set 4, PSA made great in mint, 1,500.
1,500? Oh, my God.
You gotta remember, that's from the first set of Pokemon trading cards, and they don't make those anymore. The only Pokemon card that sells more than that is the Happy Birthday Pikachu card from Japan.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's tie this back into ponies. What's the most expensive card going on the market right now for MLP?
I think it might be Night Glider.
Really, still?
Mm-hmm.
Well, before, for the first set, it was Big Macintosh.
Not Rarity Truly Outrageous?
It was
No, Big Mac was first, then Rarity, and then Rarity started to slowly gain momentum.
Yeah, like, cause that's like at first it was like, yeah, but then like as soon as people started playing the game, realizing what kind of strategies they can use, other cards go up really fast.
I'd say Big Mac was when people
Rarity.
Big Mac was when people played the game. RTO was when people played the game. So
I'm gonna look up Outrageous right now.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna guess for that 80.
I'm not giving a guess.
Oh, it's gone down. It's at 40 right now.
40? Oh, wow.
At least on
Night Glider's at 60.
60?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That was the same price that Big Mac was when it first came out.
Okay.
My friend pulled one of those two up. BS.
What, a Big Mac or a Night Glider?
A Big Mac. Right?
Oh, I was gonna say, I've only heard legends of stories and stories of legends about Night Gliders.
I mean, Avery has one.
He does?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I was like, I kind of want that card. He's like, nah, I want to hold on to it. I was like, whatever.
Oh, yeah, that's right, he does.
It was at New Year's.
Yeah, the one. Okay, no, I remember. I was doing something else, I think. So I was only like half paying attention to what you were doing.
Right.
No, okay, yeah, you're right. He does have. Of course, he would.
Night Glider's a damn good card.
Yes, it is. Well, I mean, don't you have an event now that's kind of the same thing?
Event you can only use once, so Night Glider stays on the field all the time.
True. Okay.
Basically, what we're saying is when the card game first came out, it was a fun little thing, but as new sets came out, and the creators had a lot more creative liberty with it, it became a lot more like Magic, where you could do some outrageous combos.
Yeah, let's give examples about how mean this game is. Trixie,
hold on. Let me give you an example about Magic the Gathering, because it's my favorite one.
Go for it.
This strategy was so infamous, they had to reprint the card and change its effect.
Really? Why didn't they ban it?
Because, let me tell the story first, so you'll understand why they didn't ban it.
All right, go.
It's the card.
Go fast. Does Magic ban stuff?
Yes. Okay. Well, they have rotations.
Oh, okay.
So then in Standard, basically, after when a new set comes out, several sets back actually become banned cards.
Oh, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah. So, basically, this was a Magic tournament in Mississippi, I believe. I originally heard this back in high school from my teacher who used to play it like crazy.
So this isn't something that happened to you. This is like a living legend.
Yes, this is a living legend. It's a card that it literally says you throw it in the air. Whatever it lands on is destroyed. Taken out of the game. You cannot play it.
Wow. You know what? I think you told me something.
I have told you this story before. You just don't really remember it that well. Basically, the guy was like, okay. He tore the card into little shreds, sprinkled it all over the other guy's field, destroyed his lands, everything, and won the tournament with this. It was after that point that they changed the card to where you have to destroy the card in order to use its effect, but you can only tear it into 2.
Now, just so I'm clear, as in, he physically took the card and
tore it up. There is nothing on the card that said you could not do that. In Magic, you follow exactly what's on the card, just like any other card game. It says whatever this card lands on gets destroyed.
Well,
so he had the brilliant idea, and this is already a super expensive card. Like, over $200 card.
Mm-hmm.
But he made several $1,000s from this tournament.
Yeah.
And if I remember correctly, he bought up several more of those cards. But for that to happen, then to change the text saying you have to physically destroy this super expensive card in order to use it.
Well, there's nothing in the rule book that says you can't physically remove a card.
Exactly. And you've already seen in My Little Pony, the card game, some cards get banned now because they were just too overpowered.
Can't we still count on one hand how many cards are banned?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Okay, so there's Fluttershy Guidance Counselor, there's Globetrotter, Magic Mailbox, the Element of Magic Twilight, which is I think one of the more recent ones,
and the most recent one is the Bulk Biceps.
The Bulk Biceps. No, we're missing one though. Oh God. Rainbow Shine. Okay, so that's 6. Okay, I take that back. 6 cards that we know are banned.
Mm-hmm.
And for good reason. I mean, I actually have a guidance counselor, and looking back, I was like, yeah, the game would go absolutely nowhere. Basically what it is... Huh?
Well, just real quick, it's kind of like with Yu-Gi-Oh! Trixie knows this story just as I do. There was one card that created the ban list. One card.
One card started it all.
Yeah, it's called Yatagarasu.
Forget that card.
You forget it, or you're saying forget that card?
Forget that card. That card's stupid.
Really?
Basically, it's a very weak monster, but every time you attack the life points, opponent can't draw.
Wow.
So
think about this. They have nothing on their field and no cards in hand. Attack directly. Can't draw. My turn.
Oh my God.
Can't draw. Next
That's
turn.
just mean.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that card is what caused the ban list for Yu-Gi-Oh!
That is ridiculous.
And it will always be on that ban list. There are some cards that have been taken off the ban list.
Some cards I didn't think they'd be taken off, but hey, they're off.
That's ridiculous.
That's the thing. Like, those cards that were banned for My Little Pony, they could change the effects and they could be unbanned. But a card like Yatagarasu cannot be unbanned.
I'm going to have to look this card up later.
It has 200 attack points. You'd think, oh, that's nothing.
It's like a level 2 monster.
Jesus Christ, that's like slowly but surely going at your life points, especially if they play with, 8,000 now?
Oh, yeah, it's always been 8,000.
Yeah.
Sorry, I watched the show. I was
But yeah, that was the thing. Like, you just attack the Yatagarasu. Oh, I still get cards in my hand. Oh, I can play these super powerful monsters.
But yeah, this game, the MLP game has gone.
There it is.
It's a bird?
Yep.
Yatagarasu is based off of the myth of Yatagarasu, the 3-legged crow.
This card cannot be special summoned. This card returns to the owner's hand during the end phase. Yada, yada, yada. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent's life points, your opponent skips his or her next draw phase. Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
Okay, well then, don't ever, rip it off, please. Anyways, as far as tying this back to MLP again, the game, with Premiere, the game started out, really fun, really cute. Now it's just mean. It's mean. It is super, let's give the people some examples of the decks you and I use, because we're both pretty proud of them.
Uh-huh.
Let's go with yours first.
Which one?
The one I am still absolutely baffled that you took Trixie out of.
You don't have to say that part. I mean...
Well, I just did. No. Tell him about Shotgun Luna, the thing that has been torturing me for months.
That's my baby.
That is his baby. Wasn't it the
first? That's his first child. His newest child is his favorite now, though. But
Is Shotgun Luna your favorite now that you put Trixie out?
Oh, no.
Okay, well, anyways, tell them about Shotgun Luna, because this is a deck that has burned me for months. I just recently beat it for the first time. My record against it is like 1-40 something. I'm not even joking. I hate this deck.
He seriously isn't joking. Like, there's been some times that, no offense to you, Claim, but you've gotten extremely ticked off.
Oh, yeah. Well, I get mad because of, like, dumb moves. Like, I could have done it. I just could have been...
Well, to be fair, you've gotten a lot better about that.
Yeah, thanks. But...
there was a time last year when I literally saw you storm off from the Londoner.
Well, that was for a different reason, actually. That was because Avery kept honking at me about, saying, like, throwing off insults off of that. For some guy who's still getting into the game, it's like, I don't want to hear that. It wasn't so much about the move I did. It was about the reception I was getting from it.
Oh, but real quick, if this makes you happy, I'm sorry. This is on topic, but at the same time not.
Go for it.
But before Dallas gave you that deck, his Applejack deck with the Big Mac, he played Avery one last time and went undefeated against Avery and then decided to quit.
Retired a champ.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Champ.
He basically pulled a Godo.
Ha! That'll work. I love it. What was I... Okay, Shotgun Luna. Yeah, technically, let's be fair, technically my record against Shotgun Luna is 2-40 something. But that's because I got him to scoop once.
I wasn't drawing what I needed.
Scooping is basically when you just give up and say, this is not a good hand, I quit.
That, or if you play with my group of friends, we call it a Mattingly, because...
I love it. I love it already. I love it.
Because we have a friend named Chris Mattingly. I've known him since middle school when he first moved here. But whenever you play a game with him, and I mean any game, when he's losing, he will scoop or quit a game.
Oh, man, that's...
so he does not lose.
That's just sad.
I love the guy to death.
Still,
a lot of fun to play D&D with and all that kind of stuff. But he would always scoop. So we named it a Mattingly.
Sounds like... Oh, I heard something different. I'm sorry. I heard a Madden leave, like the football game.
No.
That's why I love the game, because my retort to that is I love to play Madden online. I got pretty competitive with people, but I always hated the people who would, I score a touchdown on them, I'm up 7-0, they throw an interception, I go down, score another touchdown, I'm up 14-0, and then they get it again, and it's 4th down, and bear in mind, in the middle of the first quarter, 2-possession game, there's still plenty of game to be had, they go for it on their own 22-yard line, and then get turned over on down, so I get the ball again in terrific field position. Oh, that's odd, my Xbox connection just suddenly went away. Wonder why. I can't...
And we just lost all of our followers thanks to that.
Yep, sports ball is fun. But anyways, once again, going back to MLP.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to, let's go ahead and tell them about it. You start because, it's been around the longest and I still hate it. Tell them about Shotgun Luna.
Shotgun Luna, basically...
just to be clear, you came up with this idea, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go for it.
It's basically, we got Luna, who, when she's flipped, her effect is, during a face-off, you may discard an event. She gets +2 power to the end of the face-off.
I thought it was 3.
3 power.
Plus
yeah,
3
+3 power. Half of my deck happens to be events.
We call it ammunition.
And that's why, those are my shotgun shells.
So basically what that means is, during my early career with this, every time I come up with a new deck, and trust me, for months, literally half a year's worth of this crap, my goal was to beat Shotgun Luna. It wasn't to make a great deck that could, just hold its own against other people. No, it was to specifically take out Shotgun Luna, because I hated that deck, and I still hate it. But basically, it's just no matter what I did, no matter, whenever I'd I'd force a double face-off, if things would be good, I'd put everything out on the line. I'd send in my biggest, hardest hitters, and it'd be a hard-fought face-off. No matter what I flipped, he'd still have just, a bunch of events in it. So it's like...
discard event, I win.
Basically, that's the thing. I'd always beat you in the face-off. I would always win the face-off. Until you decide to pull Shotgun Luna every single time. So we flip. Score would be I'd have 24-17, and it'd be like, And you're like, wow, this is a pretty good face-off. I guess you won. And I'm like, every time I'd be just so distraught and crushed, like, no, I didn't. Because I know exactly what he's going to do. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And so,
if it makes you feel any better, you basically went through what Dallas did with Yu-Gi-Oh!
Sure.
I know that story.
But, man, that's...
So, like, I haven't even told you half the stories. Like, honestly, Dallas got to the point where he tried to build decks just to beat mine and Brunson's big decks.
Well, that's what I did. But since for that, let me go ahead and tell basically what's my primary deck. This is the one I'm proudest of, and I just came up with a name for it today. I call it Future Sight Current Fright, and basically what it is it's a blue-purple deck, and my main is a nice...
Just like Shotgun Luna.
Just like Shotgun Luna. Hey, purple and blue is good. The difference is...
That's copywritten?
No, it's not, because his main's purple and my main is blue. And it's Luna versus Luna. So...
Nightmare Moon?
That's Luna.
You have Nightmare Moon, though.
Okay.
They're different.
Sure. Still Luna.
It's Nightmare Moon.
Anyways, my deck centers around what's called Frightening Friends, which basically, there are certain cards that can turn a card face down and it basically becomes worthless until you rally it or unfrighten it, and you have to pay 2 AT to do that. My whole deck centers around making sure that his cards stay face down, because I'm frightening things in all kinds of ways, and I have cards that can keep things frightened, like Rainbow Dash Goosebump Giver. I love it. It's a 2 AT, 1 power. The power is crap, but I use it for the effect. Anytime I frighten one of his friends, I can exhaust it and frighten another. So if I have all 3 of my Goosebump Givers out, that's 4 friends frightened right there. Because the first thing that frightens it, chain, that's 4 friends frightened. And I basically thrive on frightening stuff. And it's called Future Sight because the purple is Meticulous, which basically allows you to look at the top card of your deck and decide if you want to keep it and draw it or put it at the bottom for the hopes of getting something better. So basically what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I get the frightened cards I need, and basically controlling my deck and making sure that I can start frightening stuff. It's still, there's still some things that need to be worked out with it, but it is something that I am proud of because, after I saw that middle finger deck that you made, I got inspired to make this.
You got inspired, and then you hated playing that deck, so I took it apart for that reason.
I thought you took it apart because you wanted to make other decks.
You didn't like playing it, so what was the point of playing with it?
I still said I would still willingly play it on occasion. I just was I was just so focused on trying to beat Shotgun Luna.
Okay.
Ladies, you're both terrible.
Well,
but whenever you were, if I would have still had my deck whenever you were first playing, you would have hated mine because all my decks are always troll decks.
Oh God.
The main point of my deck, it was a white and pink deck, was to solely destroy the opponent.
Yeah, that was back in the day when Inspired ruled with an iron fist.
Yeah, that and Pinkie Pie just completely wrecked crap.
Like, Inspire is still really good. It's just, with white, do you think there's a better white effect, like Showy or,
Showy is used to slow down your opponent.
Yeah, Showy, basically Showy is your opponent needs an extra AT to move one of the...
Yeah, that was another part of my deck.
Showy didn't exist back then.
Octavia did.
Yeah, Octavia did.
Oh, that's right.
I had 2 of them.
That's right. Okay.
I still have them, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He's taking good care of them.
But, literally, there was one day, and this was pretty much the day that me and Dallas were both really like, I think we're done with this card game, because we did, I think, about 18 straight games.
Oh my God.
And we got at each other's throats. It wasn't nearly as bad as DC Deck Builder.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, we almost killed each other.
I can see it. I can see it, and I'm eating my popcorn all the while.
Oh, if you were there, you would have been eating a ton of popcorn.
I'd say, just get my butter on and just... That's pretty good popcorn.
Because he ran orange-purple deck.
Ooh.
So he tried to go power.
I've never actually seen one of those myself, but the possibilities are pretty good with it.
That's power.
Yeah, but the way I stopped him was constantly with Pinkie Pie and Octavia. He could barely do anything.
Oh, that's a nice Big Mac you have there, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pink still scares me because it's like I don't know when he's gonna. Because when I put out a friend that's out there, it's like, okay, I really need this card. It's very important to me. Dismiss it. What?
That brings me to my other deck, my orange-pink deck, which I've given. It's gone through a lot of changes.
I think I think that deck has gone through more adjustments than anything else I've seen you do.
I just adjusted it earlier today, and I put a more emphasis on killing friends.
I know. I noticed. I noticed, but yeah, that deck has gone through 3 different names, which is pretty much like 3 new starting quarterbacks. Cowboys.
Faggot.
Whoa. But yeah, that's I can't really think about anything else. He's adjusted more. I mean, your former Trixie deck went through quite a few changes. It went from purple, pink, and then you took out the pink, and then you replaced the main. I was like, whoa, he's really dancing around this thing.
Mm-hmm. But like, it's got so much potential. That's why I'm trying all this stuff out. It's mostly meticulous. Like, I'm just rearranging my deck and putting stuff on top of the deck whenever meticulous is just like, you look at it and you put it on top, and each time I do that, my friends will get stronger. Like Moon Dancer.
I hate Moon Dancer.
So if I have 5 meticulous and I do it 5 times, Moon Dancer goes straight up to 13 power before I even start my turn.
I know. I don't like it. And I love the Pony Moon Dancer. I love herself, but God, I hate that card.
And I have 3 of those cards.
Yes, he does. So as soon as one of them comes out, I'm like, I'm frightening that thing so fast.
But yeah, that's one thing about this game. It can be very competitive, but you try to find some friends to actually play with you on it. It can be a lot of fun.
I love this game. Like, I've kind of become just a teeny bit obsessed with it because there's just so much. It's so much fun just building decks. So whenever I'm not watching an episode or working on Pony music, usually when I'm doing something Pony related, chances are I'm either building a new deck or making adjustments to mine. Yeah. Chances are.
What are some of your other decks then?
So yeah, my main one is Future Sight, Current Fright. I made a Villain Farmer deck, which I'm pretty proud of. Basically, it's beating villain troublemakers, your own troublemakers, to score more points. That's basically what that is. I now have the game is now at a stage where you can make an entire deck with just one color. Back then, you couldn't do that. Mm-hmm. But now that certain problems have come out that just require, one specific color to meet, the confrontation requirements, I've now made an all blue deck, which is like because I've drawn a lot of really, really good blue cards. I'm like, put most of them in that. Why not? So yeah, that's where my Winged Wanderer is. That's where I love Winged Wanderer. That's where that's where my AK Yearling is, and it's just a deck that's nothing but blue cards, and every single one of them is a Pegasus because you need Pegasi to flip a certain Rainbow Dash card I use. So there's that. I use. I'm really proud of my counter deck, honestly. I got my ass handed to me earlier when we were playing with it. That just does not happen. But it's an orange-yellow deck that basically centers around putting counters on a bunch of characters and moving those counters around. So I don't have a clever name for it yet, but it's just orange-yellow, and I really like it. And do I have another one yet? No, I think that's what I've got so far. So that's 4 decks that I have. And you've got...
I've got 2 more that I haven't mentioned. A blue-yellow that's based on troublemakers.
That deck fascinates me, too. He just made that like a week and a half ago, and we were testing it earlier. It's like, this deck fascinates me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there are some cards I need that, unfortunately, you don't have. But
and you have cards that I need.
And my last one is the Elements of Harmony deck. It's literally just the main 6 and no other friends.
Yeah, you've got a bunch of Cutie Mark Consultants, Rainbow Fides. You got a Castle of Friendship, which I hate.
I have 3.
I hate that.
I have another one, too, that I'm not using.
Can I have it?
No.
Please?
Oh, when you put it like that.
See, I think that was a good...
When you put it like that, it'll be $200.
So, yeah, I mean, it's just a fun deck. It almost beat me once, though. I remember that. It was like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's one of my fun decks, but hey.
I almost blew it. So yeah, those are all the decks we have. Do we have really anything else to say about the card game?
There's one thing that's funny about it.
Shoot.
With this new set, High Magic, it's based off Trixie. Well, a lot of it is, at least. And,
I don't think I've ever heard you fangirl that hard when we were on our way up. It's like, and that's the funny thing about it is like it's an entire set not dedicated, but postered by his favorite pony. So I'm like, dude, this is right up your alley.
And the best part about it, I'm having better luck with this set than he has, and that's one out of 6 times that has happened.
This is the one set where he is doing a lot better than I am with it.
Hey, Clay, remember what my first Ultra Rare was?
Trixie.
Remember my second?
Trixie.
Yeah.
Third Trixie.
No, but I do have a third Trixie now.
Yeah. I forget. Is one of them a Royal Rare?
No. I want a Royal Rare.
I get a feeling if you had a Royal Rare Trixie, you would frame it.
I'd get 3 Royal Rares so I can play on my deck, and another one so I can frame it.
There you have it.
Wow.
There you have it. He likes Trixie.
No, but
what is her effect again?
She's a villain, epic villain. No friends. All the friends lose and can't have abilities.
She's 2 bonus. She's 2 points.
6 power.
6 power. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like it. Although Starlight Glimmer is the more annoying.
Oh God, I hate it so much. I want it.
But it won't be good in your villain farm deck because it puts mod at 2.
Oh, I know. It's Starlight, and I want it because I love Starlight. But that effect is really ridiculous. Basically, all friends and all characters are 2 power, and they
can't gain power or lose power.
So it really is equalizing everyone, which is like, wow, that is incredibly fitting for Starlight.
Well, at that one problem.
Well, yeah, no, not all across the field, unless you just so happen to have 2 Starlight Glimmers and one at each problem, which is like, this is going to be a very slow game. Like, we might have to, you might have to spend the night.
It's like Monopoly of the card games.
But we're still friends at the end of it.
Are we?
Sometimes I wonder. Okay, you raise a good point. Sometimes I wonder.
But I really think we've discussed quite a bit about it.
Yeah, because
I think that whenever the next set comes out, we can probably discuss quite a bit more.
Have you seen that Doctor Who starter that's coming with it?
Of course, it's stupid.
What is it? Like, something happens, your opponent loses a turn? That's never happened in this game. That's sick. That's crazy. I'm like, I am officially terrified of this card. But, yeah, anyways, just overall, it is an insanely fun game. I wish it got more attention. If you have ever wondered about it, go buy it. It's a ton of fun. I love it. It's definitely got my thumbs up. And, well, I don't really have to say for Trixie.
It's all right.
I mean, whatever, right?
Anyways, I think we could go and end our main topic of the week. Because we can always talk about this again some other time. But before we end, anyone that has a Crunchyroll subscription and has ever watched the original 2 seasons of Digimon, go watch Digimon Try.
Oh, I still need to watch that myself.
I just watched it this morning because I woke up early. And completely worth it. And the second movie comes out in March.
Oh, wow.
And then the third and final movie comes out sometime in summer. So, yeah, definitely worth it. Absolutely beautiful animation. Just gorgeous.
Okay.
And not only that, for those who've seen the Digimon movie or Digimon Our War Game in Japanese, Omnimon comes back.
Oh,
and it's
crap.
very awesome. And then one last suggestion, if you have Crunchyroll or use torrents or however you watch your anime, watch Gundam Blood Orphans. Really, really good show with the best Gundam cast, in my opinion, since Gundam Wing.
Can you put that in pony terms, please?
No. No, I cannot.
Sad face.
But I watched that, and then I've been watching Gundam Blood Orphans pretty much all day except for watching a couple of football games with some friends, but really, really good.
We watched Pony episodes and an episode or two of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I hate that show so much.
I can't think of another show on TV that is more cringeworthy than that. It's like almost...
Oh, I could tell you, Dallas Cowboys game.
Oh, well, they're not playing in the playoffs, so we don't have to suffer through that.
Well, Crunchyroll, I've just been watching Yu-Gi-Oh!, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
I think he likes Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, God.
Wow. Well, that's what happens when you play with the foldy chair.
I like foldy chairs.
I noticed.
For a second there, I thought you broke your new electric guitar.
No.
Clayton, how much was that again?
500. No.
Oh, but just real quick, before we sign off, let's go ahead and talk about our little road trip yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, we mentioned a little bit at the beginning, but when we went to go visit our buddy Ross, we had heard that something bad had happened in his family. And since we work with What Came Down, the former quote-unquote CEO, Cam, he called us and was like, hey, can you guys drop everything you're doing? Would it be all right if we go ahead and go visit our buddy Ross in Mount Pleasant, which is like 2.5 hours away from where we are?
East Texas.
Yeah, so basically there's barely anything out there. But Ross used to live in Mineral Wells, which was like 6 hours away.
Give or take. I'd say more like 6.5. I think it's about the same distance as maybe Lubbock.
Yeah, basically, our buddy Ross, who we all love, he's huge into ponies as well. He friggin' adores Lyra to death. He works for an IT company. I don't know where, and even if I did know, I wouldn't really say, just so he wouldn't get in trouble for being mentioned on a podcast. But he got transferred out there, so now he can come visit us a lot more, since it's nowhere nearly as bad a drive. But we headed out there with Cam. It was me, Trixie, Clayton, and Cam, and we had a blast driving up there.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun.
It really was, and it shows that we definitely need to do more road trips.
Well, I think before that we were wondering if we could do a road trip, and I was like, suddenly that New Orleans idea is sounding a lot better.
Yeah, like, we could have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
So we're just telling stories and all kinds of stuff, and it's a blast. And then we have our April Fool's Day stuff we're playing for years later, which you'll all enjoy.
Let's just say you guys want to go to my channel.
But
first time I had Carl's Jr. too.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
Not that good.
It was alright.
Well, I like it, so I say congratulations, California. You're 1 out of 2 for fast food burgers. I'm sorry, I can't stand In-N-Out.
Neither can I.
It's horrendous.
That one's okay.
Look, I like Carl's Jr. Let's see.
But basically, our buddy Chuck beat us there, but we gotta be there, hang out for a little bit, and then we get a text from Ross's girlfriend saying that they're gonna be there soon. So we go out and wait for him. And we learned that the storage area where he's going to be storing his stuff from his original home...
I wondered where you were going with this.
Yeah. Has 6 sixes back-to-back in its number. So we learned that it is the home of Super Satan.
Super Satan.
But I will never forget this, even till the day, even after I die. Because it was just amazing. Because we were just standing there as the U-Haul pulls up. He doesn't see us because it's really dark. And he just walks around the U-Haul. He's looking down at the little part that connects his car to the U-Haul. He looks up and sees us.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
He turns around, walks back up to the cab of the U-Haul, comes back and is like, you guys really here?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He had to do a second take.
Yeah.
I've never seen Ross with that deer in the headlights before either. It was adorable.
And so...
it was a surprise. We didn't tell him we were coming up.
Yeah, his girlfriend knew we were going to be there, but he did not.
Yeah.
And so we hear what happens, and then he apparently said that we're just going to have to move a couch for him.
Oh, it's okay, guys. I just need you to move my... Oh, God, I'm so salty right now.
This is why you never believe a friend that says whenever they're moving, they just need you to move one thing. Ever.
Is that one thing, very easily accessible?
But basically, we spent like an hour and a half moving everything, which wasn't too big of a deal. We had a bunch of people.
But tell me, J-Thor, why would it take an hour and a half just to move one couch? That's all he needed, right?
Well, because he basically had his whole apartment in there.
And what just so happened to be in the very far back of said U-Haul?
His couch, his washing machine, his bed, his refrigerator.
And that all was in front of the damn couch. I just need you guys to help me move my couch, Ross.
But it was pretty cool. He gave Trixie his old My Little Pony cards and Shipfic deck.
Yeah.
So he made out like a bandit.
Dude, Jathan, you know what I found in there?
What?
Autographed Gilda card that Marika signed.
Did he tell you about that?
Yeah, he did tell you about that.
No. I mean, like,
Ross. Yeah, Ross said it's somewhere, and I was like, oh, cool. But then, like, I didn't actually think I'd find it.
He's now got it in the clear case of his phone. It's like, it looks kind of cool in that.
But he had this prop Resident Evil breaking case of zombie attack glass thing.
It's really cool.
It really is, because he was like, hey, does anyone want this? I was like, I'll take it. I said before anyone else could say a thing.
Yeah, it was kind of like a knee-jerk reaction. I don't think I've ever seen anyone respond that fast.
Because I had my eye on that sucker as soon as I moved it.
Yeah, it's like...
And as soon as he's like, does anyone want this? I was like, me.
It's like, are you sure this is going into storage?
And then he gave it to me, and after we moved we didn't even move the U-Haul out of there yet. He all gave us a hug and said thank you for coming and all that. He gets to me.
You're a heartless bastard. I just want
and being me, I have the gun thing in my arm, and I hug him, and I'm just like, I'm just here for the gun. But I didn't say it like that. I said it like a complete jerk.
The look on Dewey's face. Oh,
no.
God. It's out of tune.
It's very out of tune, thank you.
No, the look, I saw the look on Cam's face. I've never seen his mouth down that far. He just looked over me and was like, you realize you just took out everything sentimental and loving about this whole situation.
Friendship is no longer magic, thanks to you.
And by the way, just to let you know, Ross was laughing his ass off.
That's the funny about the saying is like, it's like, am I gonna have to get hurt for you or something?
Because he goes to hug Clayton, and Clayton's like, no, I need a moment. And he's just like, really? I was like, yeah, I was here for the gun.
I was so shocked and just baffled. It's like, oh my God, you just killed an amazing moment. That was
with the gun.
It was pretty funny though.
It definitely cheered him up, and he definitely needed that, and it was worth basically the 5-hour round trip.
Yeah, but hey Ross, we love you, man.
We do, and I know you're never going to listen to this, but this podcast is dedicated to you and your family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, anyways, you guys have anything else to say?
Not really. What's the next episode we're going to be reviewing next week?
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a Trixie episode. He likes Trixie. So, yeah.
I think we're going to just move to Art of the Dress.
Huh? Huh? No. Just... No, please, no.
You're dead.
You're banned.
Oh.
Again?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess, you guys have anything left to say?
No.
I think we're good.
Alright, you guys mind if I get a quick plug in?
No.
You don't mind? Thank you. So...
good night, everybody.
So, really quick, I'm going to be putting out, sometime this week, I'm going to be putting out my first pony song in quite a while. It's a rarity song called From One to Another. So look forward to that. And on the next episode, I'm actually going to gonna play it for you guys. So we've been talking about this for a while, and, just me coming on and occasionally doing a song. So this is going to be the first one, and I'm pretty happy and excited to get it out. So definitely look forward to From One to Another. I'm really enjoying making this song.
That's what's definitely going to happen. Wink.
I know.
I wonder what that means.
Nothing's going to happen that could ever change what we are originally planning. Wink, wink.
You know?
Trixie, initiate Plan Delta.
I got the chair.
Oh my God, he's got the chair!
And there goes his guitar.
So-
Good night, everybody.
So that's what your fascination with Foley chairs is, because WWE. I knew it. I caught you, you snake in the grass. Anyways, we should probably go and wrap up before I go beat him upside the head with a Foley chair.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, we're almost at an hour and a half, so
Yep.
yeah, we went very long on this episode.
All right, so yeah, so I guess we'll just see you guys next week.
See you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Trixie, say goodbye!
I said bye!